I've been talking about the courses that I offer, that it's training to complement the experience that you get while you're working. The actual tasks that you do give you some training to help you do them more effectively. And especially if you're not that familiar with some of these tasks and some of these areas of knowledge, it gets you to familiarity faster. Training is the best way to do that. Today I want to talk about the most advanced course I currently offer, and that is Architect as Influencer, because this is material that discusses your role as the architect in realms that you don't really have a direct leadership relationship. You don't have a contract. You don't have somebody contracting with you. This is typically the entitlement phase, the plan check phase, dealing with the public, dealing with contractors. So it covers a lot of ground. It's about an hour and a half of training in 8 lessons, and I call it Architect as Influencer, because architects are not just leaders of the people that they are assigned to lead and contracted to lead or have a contractual relationship like with clients, but they're actually also leaders of people in society, throughout society. And you engage with them on a regular basis, sometimes informally and sometimes very formally in meetings and hearings and special events. So I cover this specifically because this is something that you will do as an architect. In fact, I identified 5 of the NCARB competency standards that this course addresses. It discusses the integration of sociodemographic considerations in design. And the bullet point specifically is utilize meaningful engagement processes to get diverse perspectives. And when you're engaged with the public, that's what you're doing. You're listening for their perspectives and gathering that data to help you design better. You're also creating deliverables. Now, creating deliverables isn't just drafting, isn't just building models and creating construction documents. It's actually presenting the design. A lot of the tasks in NCARB's AXP, the 96 tasks that you do, that you should have competency in, and all the competency standards that relate to communications are about presenting the design in some way to various parties, sometimes the client, sometimes to other designers or consultants, and oftentimes the public. So this course has sessions on presenting to the public. In fact, I have a separate training specifically on how to do presentations, actually how to present in public and be effective. And then I cover the plan check process, construction process. So in competencies 9 and 10 that deal with the construction phase administration, I address the bullet points under those 2 competencies. And then understand ethical and professional standards. There's the aspect of understanding the role of the architect in society, and that's also covered with trainings dealing with the public, dealing with presenting yourself as a representative, not just of yourself and your firm, but of architects in general. How do the broad public perceive of architects? So that's in Architect as Influencer. You can go to architectaccelerator.com/architect influencer. architectaccelerator.com/architect influencer. And I'll put the link in the comments so you can check out that course. This is going to be really beneficial to you in the future if you're not making those kinds of presentations, but if you are making those presentations, you may get some tricks and tips for how to do it better.